Well, fancy seeing you here again. And here we go with another of these. I'm isolated, and so are you. Little shows that I like to do. Um, Tonight, I want to talk to you about influences and those things that influenced me, my character. The first, of course, there is first and foremost the great family that I was fortunate enough to grow up with, and parents who were loving and caring, nurturing, provided for us everything that we needed. Never anything that we wanted, but always everything that we needed. I don't fault them for that. And then, of course, there were teachers. Teachers were a huge influence on our lives and made us what we are, particularly now. On my grades 1 through 8 with the Sisters of Charity at St. Peter's School in Dorchester. I really do believe that they did their best to prepare me for my life. But then after the elementary school years, I got involved in Drum and Bugle Corps, which was, if you don't know what a Drum and Bugle Corps is, you have to think of a marching band and halftime shows at football games. And that's pretty much what Drum and Bugle Corps do in a competitive fashion. They compete against each other on this 100-yard long, 50-yard wide field, and with marching and maneuvering and bugling and drumming and color guards all operating at the same time. But it was intense. It was very intense. The hard training all summer long, spring, winter, summer, and then the competition system. And the competition time comes in the summertime. And I marched with the great group in Dorchester, Massachusetts, called the St. Kevin's Emerald Gems and Knights, and then moved on to a world champion Drum and Bugle Corps in Revere, Massachusetts, called the 27th Lancers. Now, the 27th Lancers were fashioned sort of after a British Isles regiment, who may have been important and in charge of the Light Brigade in that poem in the movie. And we had a British theme. We played British and Irish and Scottish and even Australian tunes in our repertoire. But our drumline, who I detested, of course, because they were drummers and I was a bugler, but our drumline wore the Black Watch kilt, a great Scottish Black Watch kilt, protectors of the Queen or King, the Black Watch, and the tartan was the Black Watch tartan, and they wore the tams, but they back then they wore the kilts, and we used to like to talk about them. So I'm going to sing a song for the drummers in the 27th Lancers. Again, happy 27th of April. This goes out to the drum line. You know who you are, bastards. Well, a Scotsman clad in kilt left the bar one evening fair. One could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share. He fumbled round until he could no longer keep his feet. Then he stumbled off into the grass, asleep beside the street. A ring-ding-diddle-diddle-iddy-o, a ring-di-diddle-i-o. He stumbled off into the grass, asleep beside the street. About that time 2 young and lovely girls just happened by. One says to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman so strong and handsome built, I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt. A ring-ding-diddle-diddle-iddy-o, a ring-di-diddle-i-o. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt." They crept up on that sleeping Scotsman, quiet as could be. They lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see. And there behold for them to view beneath the Scottish skirt was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. A ring ding diddle diddle io, a ring di diddly io, was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. They marvelled for a moment, then one said, we must be gone. Let's leave a present for our friend before we move along. As a gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. Around the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. A ring ding diddle diddle io, a ring di diddly do. Around the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. Now the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled toward the tree. Behind a bush he lifts his kilt and gawks at what he sees. And in a startled voice he says to what's before his eyes, lad, I don't know where you've been, boy, but I know you won first prize. A ring ding diddle diddle io, a ring di diddly do. Lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize. They have for the drum line for Butch Boyd. Also, there's a beautiful song, beautiful tune called the Derriere, and to that tune is sung the lyrics of Danny Boy. Danny Boy is oftentimes a controversial song with Irish folk singers, and sometimes there's some political connotations, but I have found in my experiences of playing music now for some 30 years that the song Danny Boy means so much to many, particularly Irish Americans. But it means a lot to us too, and the members of the 27th Lancers, and that as we came onto the field very powerfully with British and Scottish tunes, jigs, Irish jigs, and played some rock and roll for our concert formations. We always left the field back in my day with the tune Danny Boy, and it became our signature tune, the 27th Lancer signature tune. So I'll try to do that for you. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you, must go and I must buy. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the vale is hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny Boy, I love you so. And if you come and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and you'll say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear those soft you tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be, if you will bend and For George, Patsy, and Darlene, good night.